How are you?
I'm great.
Okay.
Yeah, if there's room.
We're live.
Yeah, I'll just be live.
All right, I'm going to call this meeting to order at 4 p.m. Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. Ready? Begin.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, roll call. Excuse me, all the directors are present, and Director Hayes is on Zoom. Approval of the agenda. Mr. Barnes, are there any changes to the agenda?
Yes, I would like to ask that we remove item number 3 from the agenda, which was the administrative hearing, and we're going to reschedule that hearing for, I believe, the second meeting in February.
Okay. So may I have a motion to approve the agenda?
I motion.
Second it.
Okay, all in favor of the motion to approve the agenda, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? And the agenda is approved. All right, public comment. Are there any members of the public here for public comment? Mr. Barnes?
Thank you. I didn't want to wait until a regular meeting because I have missed the last couple of meetings, and I was really actually wanted to come to the last meeting because I had some opinions on changing the meeting to 5 o'clock. I just really feel like, just looking at census data for Phelan, a lot of the average commute for people in Phelan is 43 minutes, and the average commute for people in Pinion Hills, according to the census, anyways, is 46.7 minutes. So that means the majority of people who are working have long commutes every day to and from work. And I mean, we know that, right? There's very few jobs in this area. You have to leave to go somewhere. And so a 5 o'clock meeting just means anyone who's working a regular job is going to have a difficult time getting here and interacting with the board, especially, this doesn't have to change, but when we have public comments right at the beginning. I've been at other meetings where public comments are at the end of meetings. Right at the beginning, if you can't get here right at 5 o'clock, you're going to be out. So I wanted to make that comment, but I understand why the meeting time was changed. However, I have a stronger opinion about the vote that happened, I believe, at the last meeting to end Zoom participation. I just really think that that's a bad idea. So, number one, on the strategic plan from last year, under weaknesses, I'm sure we're all familiar with it. Right at the bottom, one of the weaknesses is community communications, right? And communication is a two-way street. It's not a one-way street. And I just feel like cutting off Zoom, really, on top of changing the meeting to 5 o'clock, cutting off Zoom just really curtails the ability of people to fully be involved and interact with the board. If I can't, if I have something come up, like last week, I wasn't able to get a public comment in. I meant to get on Zoom, had a family emergency, I couldn't do it. But normally, if I forget to send in my public comment, at least I can get on Zoom, have that public comment that way. I just feel like it's a real negative thing for the community to cut that off. I just don't see what the reason is. I know we have the money for it. The state is making it harder for board members to do it in a couple of years, but certainly there's no reason to cut it off for the community. I know the plan is to live stream. That's what I heard, the live streaming it instead of doing Zoom. But I just feel like, there was a lot of talk during the Trump administration about deep state, right? About basically bureaucrats deciding behind the scenes without interaction with the public what's going on. Elected officials like yourselves maybe interact with them, but it's really the people behind the scenes that are doing it. And I just feel like we should be making every move to go in opposite directions of that, not opening things up as much as possible to the public, not cutting it off. So I would really ask the board to reconsider curtailing Zoom participation for the public and just re-vote on it. And I'll bring it up again at another meeting because I'm pretty passionate about this because I use it a lot, and I will continue to use it, and it's better than just, I also attend meetings where they just do the live stream, and that's okay. But man, the interaction that you can have with the community, I think it's very valuable, and I think it's a bad idea to cut it off. So, thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Go ahead.
Hi, I'm Debbie McAfee, and I'm here just to second everything he had to say. I mean, cutting off Zoom is not acceptable. I mean, I use Zoom a lot, and you need to reconsider that. Anyway, that's it.
Thank you. All right, and then I see online that we have Cheryl Roden. Did you have a public comment?
I do, and I'm adding my voice to those who just spoke about ending Zoom participation. I know AB 2449 will come online, or is online, has been enacted, but it does not require you to let people into your house. Those aspects of it don't take effect for a number of years. You have the trash ordinance coming online. You saw 27 people, 3 of them were county and state reps, on the last Zoom meeting, information meeting, and I think it would be a real shame for you to end Zoom participation. Thank you.
Thank you.
And I urge you to put this on the board agenda for February 8th so the community has a chance to give you feedback on it.
Okay, thank you. And then I see one other name on there.
Yeah, we have Mary, M-E-R-I.
Yes, I agree with them, and I've read your website, and in more than one place it says that one of your problems is lack of communication, and one of the things you need to improve is communication. Isn't that funny? So I think that you ought to work on it. So, like now instead of, I don't know, 6 months from now. That's all I got to say.
Thank you very much. All right, so if there are no more public comment, we will move on to item number 4, and we will recess to close session at 4:08 PM.